Go Spurs go, go Spurs go, go Spurs go, go Spurs go, go Spurs go. San Antonio Spurs, what you heard? Got it out the mud, yeah, we got it out the dirt.
All right. So, first of all, I want to introduce myself. For those that don't know me, I am the owner of La Conecta. I really don't like to put myself out there like that, but um, I feel like I have to start being the face of the company, which is something I don't want to do. I like being in the background. So this is La Conecta podcast, and I want to thank my first guest because he doesn't do podcasts, he doesn't do interviews. So this is something big that he did me a favor, and especially on the first podcast, because usually you want to be on a podcast that has numbers, right? So in order to get there, we actually have to have incredible guests to join us, right? So the first guest that we're gonna have, he's synonymous with San Antonio. When you think about San Antonio, you think about the Spurs, you think about Fiesta, you think about King Kai Lee. So I want to welcome King Kai Lee. Thank you for doing this for me. How you doing today?
Man, good man. I appreciate you having me, bro. Yeah, I'm I've done a couple podcasts, but I really ain't really been doing them like at all. So, when you call me up, man, it's all love. You a inspiring individual, and I love everything that you're doing. I appreciate all the love you've been showing me. So, I'm honored to be your first guest, man.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I really appreciate that, and I wanted to talk to you about your position, your legacy, as far as the greatest of all time in San Antonio. Now, I want to give you your flowers, right? Because a lot of the times we don't ever give props to nobody, whether it's our ego or whatever. We never give somebody props. But to me, you are what Meek Mill is to Philadelphia. Nothing in the hip hop scene happens without you being involved in it somehow. And everywhere or any promoters turn to, the go to guy is King Kai Lee. So my first question is, do you feel you've solidified your position as the GOAT?
Yeah, one of them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna never just say I'm the GOAT of San Antonio because there was so many dope artists. You know what I'm saying? PKO. You know what I'm saying? I mean, San Antonio got a long list of a dope ass fucking artist that did their thing before I came around. So, I'm one of them though. Just like in the NBA, it ain't just one GOAT. You know what I'm saying? They got 75 greatest players.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what
yeah.
I'm saying? But I'm one of them boys that came through and still coming through and still doing this thing and making a lot of noise and done a lot of things. Now there's a lot of things that I've done that nobody's done, but you know what I'm saying. But nah, man, yeah. King Kylie, you know what I'm saying? Name is that for a reason, so yeah.
So you try to always be humble, and that's I'm gonna be like I have to give you props for that because you're always humble. You don't ever let anything get to your head. But let me not be humble for you. When you talk about things that no one else has done, I don't think there's yet to be a rapper that has reached your heights. So I feel like you are able to say that you are the GOAT because to me it's like competition, right? If you're not number one, where do you see yourself on that list? Do you see yourself on the top 5, top 10? Because to me, I'm going to be honest with you. With what you said is true. And when you base it on who is the greatest, you have to base it on many metrics, right? Longevity, how many albums, sales, how many people go out to see you. And by those metrics and those standards, fam, I'm going to say I have yet to see somebody that reaches that. So allow me not to be humble for you.
Hey man, really, honestly, I guess I feel that way because I feel like I ain't really done shit yet, and I feel like I got a whole lot of shit to accomplish. I just stay motivated and ready to really accomplish the full goal, which is making $1 billion, and you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah. But do you? I feel like you'll never feel the sense of accomplishment because you're always going to be motivated to do more. Like when I first started, I was selling out the trunk. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Straight Texas shit. Like we selling CDs out the trunk or selling air fresheners out the trunk. And now, even in the position I'm in, I still feel like I still got so much more to do. So You think that that's just something that's never gonna go away?
Yeah.
That hunger?
Not, I mean, man, yeah, bro. I don't know. It's just, it's weird. You know, that's why I get like weirded out when I hear about somebody mad at me or hating on me because of this or because of that. Or I was like, nigga, you worried about what I'm doing? Nigga, you jealous of this, bro? Like, nigga, I'm looking at myself like, nigga, you trash, nigga, you ain't done shit. You know what I'm saying? And they sitting up here jealous of me getting love. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Shit wild. But nah, man, I feel like I got a lot of work to do still, man. Shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't, it's a lot I need to do still. So, you know, I'm going to always stay hungry. And, I mean, that's how you got to be, I think. You know what I'm saying? And congratulate everybody that came through. But, you know, like I say, it's a lot of people in San Antonio, you know, that done their thing, man, are still doing their thing. And you know, I'm proud of them. Like, it's a lot. Honestly, bro, like Blake, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that Blake been gone so long, but the shit that Blake did, bro, that was some big dog shit. The shit he was doing, all the shit that he, you know what I'm saying? He's a goat to me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like PKO, they started off in San Antonio, big time. You know what I'm saying? They all over the country with it. You know what I'm saying? I think they hit the Billboard charts, I think, at one point. So you got PKO, then you got I mean, like right now, you got people like Southside Hoodlum. You know what I'm saying? You got people like Easy 93. You know what I'm saying? These boys doing their thing too. You know what I'm saying? So I do see and I appreciate what artists are doing, and I never overlook it. And so when I can say, man, shit, they doing this, they doing some big shit.
Yeah.
You know, but it's really a difference though, because the difference is I came in the era with CDs, and then in my era of CDs, the internet came after we'd already been doing CDs for a good shit 8-9 years. You know what I'm saying? Then the internet start, and so it's like we had to restart everything we was doing. I was doing. I ain't know shit about the internet. I ain't grow up in the internet phase. I ain't go to high school with the goddamn internet. So I had to learn all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to use the internet and learn how to network with people and learn how to lock in. Like, it's, people don't get it, man. They think, you know, shit, y'all boys came out in the era before the internet. People don't think about that part. They don't think they think, oh, y'all just been rapping and rapping. Like, nah, nigga, shit, you don't understand what it's like to be in an era where you got CDs and you going all around the country selling CDs, mailing out CDs all around the country. The only way people can see you is if you pull up on them. And then in the middle of that grind, while you grinding all them years for that, then the internet coming to play out the blue. And it's like, damn, now when this internet coming to play, nigga, we ain't in school no more. You know what I'm saying? So all the kids that's in school, they gonna get all the you go to school, right? Say you got a phone, you go to school, you on Instagram. Nigga, your whole school, if you smart, you finna go around your whole school, make sure everybody following you. Now you got a whole bunch of followers, people that's following you. Don't let the other schools get a whiff of who you are or what you trying to do. Now you got all these high schools following you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's easy for a youngster to do their thing. That's why the youngsters been killing it. That's why Blake started killing it. Mateo's son, the boys started killing it because they started in high school on the internet doing their thing, and they was cold with it. And so all the high schools jumped on because now the internet bring everybody in. When we was in school, it nigga, whoever you see. You know what I'm saying?
You had to go hand to hand. Right?
Yeah, man. So it was real different. So we had to adapt to that. You know what I'm saying? And so shit, I mean, you know, we do what we do. We adapt. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, shit, it was tougher. And that's why whatever I've done or continuing to do is like kind of like something ain't nobody done. That's what I meant by that. I wasn't just saying that like trying to boast. I'm like really saying like the shit that I had to do. Like, you got to think about it. After the internet, that's when I started hitting millions. I don't know nothing about YouTube. When I started, it wasn't shit about YouTube, but yet after the internet came out, I got millions of views on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think I'm up to like 50, 60 million views on YouTube throughout all my videos put together. You know what I'm saying? Which is some people, man, oh, okay. Nigga, that's all independent, all by myself, managing myself, doing everything myself, no help, no nothing. So can't nobody tell me shit about that. I'm proud of that shit.
Yeah,
You
the
know
grind.
what I'm saying?
The
Yeah.
grind. And that's what separates everybody, is the grind, man. Either you have it or you don't. So to me, whether you're not the best rapper, not the best lyricist, but if you got the best grind, that's
Yeah.
gonna take you further in any position in life, whether you rap, whether you do anything else,
Grind.
is the grind, the hustle.
The grind and also doing this shit because you love it. Love it.
Yeah, you have to have a passion.
You gotta love it. Like somebody hit me up the other day on Instagram talking about, man, why you ain't gave me no credit yet? And I'm like, what, nigga? The fuck you talking about, nigga? I say, is you making $3 to $5 grand off streaming a month? If you ain't doing that, then why you even in my inbox asking me to give you some credit for something? Have any one of your videos hit 1 million views yet?
Yeah.
If not, why you on my inbox asking me to give you credit? Like, what? Are you getting paid to be on shows? Is niggas paying you? Is they putting money in your pocket to grab a microphone and rap in front of people? $1,000 or more? Or is it? I mean, if you getting 500 or more, that's cool too. But you at least you can. I mean, you still
eating off of
it don't matter. Yeah. My point to that is I'm doing all that. And I ain't never asked a nigga to give me no goddamn credit. I don't need no credit from nobody. Like, I'm going to keep pushing what I'm going to do. I know I like my shit, and I know I like what I'm doing, and I know it's for a good reason, and it's out of love for music, and I appreciate anybody that then showed me love, that listen to my music, and I do it for them too. So, you know, shit, that's the credit right there. Seeing motherfuckers jamming your shit, niggas commenting on your shit, saying how they like your shit, and you bringing in some money off your shit. That's the credit. Yeah. So I don't need nobody else credit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that shit fucked me up. And it's like, damn, these new niggas, man. I'm not talking about all new niggas because there's some solid young niggas out there. But the generation and the everybody get a trophy shit, like that shit is fucking up the world, bro. That shit.
The participation ribbons?
Man, come on, man. That shit fucking up the world, bro. Everybody don't deserve a fucking trophy, bro. I'm sorry.
Nah, you're right. You're right. And that's what I was going to bring up next about these self-made top 10 San Antonio rappers list. Does that ever make you laugh? Does that offend you if you're not on these lists? What is your thought about these lists?
I would say this, man. If you make a San Antonio list and you don't have Kylie in the top 3, you a fucking idiot. And you just saying that shit because you like this other person and you got some personal vendetta towards me, or you listen to somebody that made up a bogus lie about me, or whatever the case may be. If I'm not the one, I'll settle for 3 because I've been here so many generations. I can get why somebody else would say this guy was better than him, or this guy did more than him because he was in my generation. But nigga, I've been doing this since 1999, nigga. And there's a lot of shit. I'm the only nigga in San Antonio that got in front of the AT&T Center with Snoop Dogg and motherfucking Ice Cube and E40 and Too Short in front of 16, 17,000 people. And every fucking person knew who I was in there. Everybody rocked with me like I was Snoop Dogg. Nobody's done that in the city. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, and I have like proof of how far your reach is in the city. We did an event for Halloween, and I didn't know how many people were actually going to show up, and it had a lot to do with you being on the flyer as a meet and greet.
Oh yeah.
And we had the line outside the door, like we were running out of candy, like we had to go in and out to HEB, like so. I've seen it myself. I've seen it myself, like the power or how far your reach is as far as in the community and as far as in San Antonio, because it was crazy. But no, I've seen it firsthand. So you're content in your position in your legacy as far as the hip hop in San Antonio is concerned. Now another question is they're always bringing up that, oh, you're from Houston or you were born in Houston, and
yeah,
like to
I
me,
was born in Houston.
yeah, but to me, it's like, at what point don't you uh, give credit for all the accolades and everything that you've done, not just for the hip hop scene, but for the kids, for the
Man,
anti-bully
I don't
campaign?
never understand why anybody worried about me being born in Houston because I could easily be repping Houston. I could have repped Houston the whole time. I could have been repping Houston the whole motherfucking time.
So
I could have.
yeah. But does that make it? Because
And
I'm
I
from,
could have, and it would have
yeah,
made me look cooler. Let's be honest. If I would have been a Houston rapper and claimed Houston and repped the shit out of Houston all these years, I would have looked cooler because everybody, man, he from Houston. We know he from Houston. I decided not to do that because I didn't start rapping in Houston.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't raised. I was raised partially in Houston, but the rest of me becoming a man was in San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? And so me starting my music career in San Antonio back in 1999.
yeah,
When I first got here, I wasn't repping San Antonio. I was repping Houston.
yeah,
And then me being here and going through the things that I went through in my life, because before I got here, I really ain't want to live no more. So when I got to San Antonio, it was like a new life for me. And so yeah, man, I fell in love with the city and I fell in love with the people that showed me love and embraced me and just roll with me. I mean, the whole reason I'm even rapping is because of San Antonio. Like Houston ain't the reason I'm rapping. Yeah, I used to freestyle in Houston, like, cause I like DJ Screw, but
yeah.
I never was like, I'm gonna be a rapper. It wasn't until I moved to San Antonio and on the east side, man. You know what I'm saying? And they locked in with me. I was Commerce and Walters, P's and Q's. Shout out P Dub, Q Bedley. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Big Roddy. They made this song about me. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's all good. I love Roddy. You know what I'm saying? I know it probably was some confusion shit going on when that diss song was made. And I hate to bring it up. So I brought it up one other time. But after thinking about it, it's like, nigga probably got some wrong information. I wish he would have just came to me and we could have just talked. But that shit old. And ever since then, ever since he did the diss song, Roddy done showed me nothing but love. You know what I'm saying? And it's been cool. And I appreciate him. We done been in the same rooms together and shit ever since the diss song. He had me perform at one of his family members' graduation party after the diss song. So, I know it was some confusion. So I appreciate Roddy and I appreciate him because we started out together. We started out, well, shit. He was actually already doing his shit. He was killing it already before I came in the picture. Roddy was already, he was like high third degree. Roddy was already on his shit. Like he was killing the area. Like Roddy was the nigga. Like he was the dude, man. You know what I'm saying? It was some bullshit that happened. People was hating on his name because somebody fake bootlegged one of his CDs and tried to call it a Swisher House CD and all that shit. But other than that, Roddy was flawless, bro. Right? Shit. Goddamn nigga, a legend. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that nigga. And I appreciate P Dub and Q Belly and because them boys was the ones that was like, nigga, we were fucking around freestyling and them boys was the ones like, nigga, I'll pay you to get on a mixtape. I was like, what? You gonna pay me to get on a mixtape? Shit, hell yeah, let's do it. And I want you to get on the mixtape with Big Roddy. And I was like, who is that? You know what I'm saying? And I met him and we locked in. And I was at that nigga house every day off Crockett Street. Every day. Like, for real. Like, we was locked in, bro. So that's how it started. So it started like that. And even when it started like that, I was still repping Houston, right? And, a couple years go by, and 3 years go by, and 4 years go by. And I'm like, nigga, like, this my city. Like, I want to do what I can to, because by this time I'm in third degree. And I'm saying, wow, man, you know what, dog? Like, I love these niggas. I'm around Live Ola and Mark G and Lil Ken and Worldwide and A-Train and all these niggas, man. And we like, nigga, we watching. I'm here in San Antonio. We watching these niggas in Houston. We watching Slim Thug and all these. I was born there, yeah, but I'm here with everybody else watching what they doing. And so I'm like, nigga, I want San Antonio to do that. And that's where it came from. And so from then on, I was like, nigga, San Antonio, nigga. I'm live here. I'm rapping here. I'm representing here. I'm riding with everybody that's here. San Antonio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And so from then on, it was San Antonio. And then in the middle of all that, when I came down, I went to Incarnate Word. So that's where the Spurs used to play. So not only that, I'm in music, I'm locked in San Antonio, San Antonio. I'm all in the San Antonio streets everywhere, San Antonio, doing this, San Antonio. Then in basketball, I'm locked in with the Spurs because they practicing at the Incarnate Word gym. That's what they practice facility. So I was there when Tony Parker walked through the door. I was there. You know what I'm saying? I was there with Tim Duncan. I was there through the championships. I was there, and I was even working Spurs camps. I got Spurs checks with my name on it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm locked in like that. That's why I love the Spurs so much. I really was there, and so it's like I'm saying, nigga, I want San Antonio to shine.
Yeah.
And so if people want to be mad at me because I seen San Antonio and I believed in it and I wanted it to shine and I wanted it to get out there and I felt like if I rep it, that could help it. And shit, niggas want to start hating me for that.
For putting the spotlight on the city.
Yeah.
Now, I completely don't understand that argument, but I think it's just like they try to find something to attack you on.
Niggas petty out here, bro.
Yeah, because I'm from Laredo, but I got my company started in San Antonio, and if it wasn't for the people of San Antonio,
bro, it's me.
I never would.
It's just me. Motherfuckers want to have a personal vendetta with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My nigga Live Ola was born in New York.
They don't say nothing.
You see what I'm saying? That nigga born in New York. He wasn't even born in Texas. Nobody ever said shit about Live being born in New York, bro. But ever.
Going back to
ever. I've never heard one person say, but Live Ola was born in New York. Never.
Yeah,
never.
You're right. You're right. So
Live will tell you this shit in a heartbeat. Nigga, I born in New York.
Yeah.
He even told me, I was born in New York. Why the fuck they mad at you? Because you was born in Houston. At least you was born in the state.
I feel like
crazy,
San Antonio. Bring me my ring real quick. I want to show Kyle the ring I got because they make me feel like a bum without this jewelry. I want him to laugh at the ring. Bring me the ring real quick if you get the chance. But going back to that. So about the being dissed. Now, do you ever take it any kind of way because it has to be expected?
Being dissed?
Well, hold on, because you are at the top. You're at the top, and they have to take aim at the top, right? So, do you ever take it a certain way because it's might not necessarily? I'll put it to you like this: you know how when they say it's business, not personal.
Yeah.
Do you take it personal, or do you think it's just part of the business?
Oh hell no. So anybody that ever has dissed me, made a post about me, any of that shit, bro, I'm like, it has happened before. It was a couple of people have made certain posts, and it made me mad because the shit be so far-fetched and such a lie. It's like, I'm mad because it's like, nigga, at least tell the truth. But I believe that people really believe certain things that they believe. Like, people believe some crazy shit. People assume some crazy shit, and then they believe that, and they think that's what it is. Or a person that let another motherfucker lie to them, and then they believe that. You know what I'm saying? So, like Lil Ken. Lil Ken did a diss song against me. They put it on the radio. So I was like, nigga, I'm gonna fuck you up when I see you. You like, that's what I thought. I wasn't thinking about, I'm gonna do another rap song against them. Yeah. Like, no. Cause nigga, why you even doing this? Cause you nigga, it ain't even no problem.
Yeah.
What you doing this for? Then I thought about it and I was like, damn, this nigga, he been all around the world with Chameleon there as his hype man and shit. And then he come back home and see he ain't the nigga. That's where that came from.
Oh, just personal
animosity. Yeah, dog. That's where that came from. Then another motherfucker probably tell him something he want to believe the shit. Who knows? But I tell you what, nigga wasn't worried about no little Ken. I tell you that much. You know what I'm saying? Like actually, nigga was proud. Nigga was proud to look on MTV and see Lil Ken on MTV. You know what I'm saying? Like nigga was proud of that shit. Like nigga, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? So for the nigga to come back dissing, like, and what's funny is I actually caught the nigga. I caught him in the mall in England. Caught that nigga. Asked him
Backpedal.
coming up the escalator at back there with Urban City, and they had switched it. It was Image. They Mr. Shaheed took over there, and caught that nigga coming up the escalator, bro. I said, nigga, the only reason I ain't whooping your ass right now because I look at you as like a little brother, and I know I can fuck you up, so I'm not gonna do it. But nigga, keep my name out your fucking mouth. Don't make no more songs, none of that shit, bro. So yeah, that shit was, yeah.
Did he apologize or did he just,
Yeah, he just said that, nah, I just did it. I thought we was gonna go back and forth on records.
so clout just basically?
Basically. He just wanted to try to build some controversy. You gotta understand, he was with Chameleon there. Chameleon had an album called Controversy Sells. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Lil Ken had he used to do that though. He did a couple of diss songs against people to try to, build up some shit and all that.
So it took you a while to be like, wait a minute, I can't just be whipping everybody's ass. Like I have to just chill.
I really, honestly, man, I ain't gonna lie. Me fighting him, it's not. I don't believe that it's fair.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even engage in fighting him. Like it's just like, nah, bro. Like I ain't gonna fight you, but nigga, you finna respect me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you do talk, if you want to talk, you better make sure you're not around and I don't see you. So just talk, but don't be able to be touched.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So you made it understood that day.
Yes. It was
And
made
was that the only
understood
time
day.
that made you go out, like, or?
And I ain't go out looking for him.
Oh, that's true. You say you.
I just happened to bump into
happened to
him.
run.
It just happened to be, pure intervention.
Yeah.
Divine intervention, what they call it. Yeah.
Sometimes it's crazy because God could put you in a position that either you're gonna do the right thing, which is depending on your ego, like it could have been like whipping his ass, or do the right thing by God and just like, hey, like don't crash out.
Nah, but this the thing, bro. I'm not no nigga. I ain't even I'm not a violent person, bro.
Nah, I don't think.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to have real bad like anger, but that shit only really come from like shit, man. Like me and Live and Mark and shit. I forgot who else was with us, bro. It was like we was in Corpus. It's like 7, 8 of us, and we all got arrested and charged with like I guess like sexual assault, and they thought that we had gang raped this girl because she told them that we did, and so being accused of something like that really fuck with me now. It was all she ended up like. Cause our lawyers was like, you gonna get locked up and like you gonna get fucked up. Like if we come out that you lying, you know what I'm saying? And so she went ahead and I was just trying to get some money, you know what I'm saying? But they still believed they had us in the news, all that shit. They believed that we fucking raped this girl, you know what I'm saying? And so anytime I like somebody like accuse me of some shit or like that shit really be or make up some fake shit that ain't real. Like that shit used to really upset me, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just now probably within the past 2-3 years where I'm learning how to manage it and learning how to like not let it bother me. You know what I'm saying? But that shit really, I don't know. I guess because the way they did us, bro, we did it. You know what I'm saying? The judge the same night we locked up, they already saying we did it. They already had us locked up. We was in jail for 3 days. Like they really was saying we did it, and it, like it was some shit, bro. So, they really was trying to hang niggas, bro. like that shit for real. When the motherfuckers say you did some shit, they don't give a fuck. They gonna say you did it. You know what I'm saying? Till you proven innocent. So yeah, that shit was scary. But going through that, man, it really fucked with me. And so these motherfuckers out here don't get that part, dog. Like. You keep playing with a nigga, bro. Like I ain't got I ain't got time to be playing with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It has taken a lot out of me, bro, because I've seen niggas. I've ignored so much shit, dog. Like I've ignored a lot of shit, bro. And it's crazy. Even when I ignore it, niggas still think I'm talking about them, and it's like, nigga, I'm just speaking in general. But you niggas really know that you some hoes. That's why you taking offense to what I'm saying. Like that shit crazy, dog. I ain't never once talked about nobody, bro. I ain't never once made a diss song on nobody. I ain't never once now I may have said some shit behind closed doors about somebody through a situation that we went through and they did some whole ass shit and I talked about it. But I don't be going out just gossiping about niggas and all that shit.
Yeah.
But I speak on a nigga when he do some hoe shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I vent to one of my niggas like, nigga, this nigga did some whole ass shit, man. You can't believe this shit. Shit like that. I talk about shit like that all the time. Because these niggas be on some whole ass shit 24/7. So yeah.
Look, I was talking to Tina. Yeah, my wife, right? So look at this. Am I balling or what?
Oh, that's hard. It matched my
Oh, you just punked me for my ring. Saw that?
yeah,
It's
look,
quick.
it matched my little chain. Boop, boop, hold on. Boop, 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 boop. Here we go. Boop, boop. Go back up. Boop, boop. There we go. Boop, boop.
So okay, what? First of all, what? How do I refer to you? Your Highness, Majesty.
Man, my friends called me Kyle, man.
Everybody called you Kyle one time, or it was for the flyer. I think you were like, nobody's gonna know who Kyle is. I was like, oh my bad, I didn't see that they didn't put King Kylie. But you see how this man walks in with all that jewelry, and everywhere I go with rappers, all they have is this big jewelry. And I was like, I was at the jewelry store, and I was like, let me get that little ring right there. So maybe that because I'm not a jewelry guy, so I just thought it was funny, so I wanted to bring it up. But um, anyway, back to what we're talking about, fam. Um, it has to be a blessing though to always be the center of topic or the center of conversation, to be the topic of the city when it comes to anything hip hop. And it could probably also be a burden, right? Because your name's always in the mix somehow, some way, whether it's good or bad. But let's talk about also some of the things that you do for the community that may be doesn't get enough attention as disses or people talking bad about you. You have the anti-bully campaign where you go to schools where children are being bullied and you show up and show out. You take all types of luxury vehicles and do everything to support these children that are getting bullied. Is that something that's in your heart because at one time you were being bullied, or you just think that that's so messed up and you're trying to do everything you can to make these children feel better? What is the motivation behind that?
Uh, shit, man. I mean, God just put it on my heart one day, and I had to figure out how to get it done. That's really how it happened, and I'm just following His mission that He put me on. That's it. That's all. That's all it is to it. That's really it.
And how, do you just contact? Do they contact you? The schools contact you? How do you find out what's going on with the children?
Um, once I mean, people gonna say what they gonna say, but I believe that God told me to do this, and once I said okay, He started showing me ways, and I mean, first initially He just started sending me people just out of the blue. Just people started after I said okay, God, I do it. I do it. I help kids get bullied. I said I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll help them. And He said, okay. He started sending me kids, man. Well, not kids, parents. Start sending me parents. Start reaching out to me on online out of the blue. My kid getting bullied. Is there anything you can do to help me? Okay. The first one was this kid named Giselle. This was like back in I think 2017, 2018. And Giselle's mom said that Giselle had been cutting her wrists because she didn't want to live anymore, and her mom didn't know what to do. And so on my birthday. My mom had told me this, and it ended up being my birthday. And my mom said, "Would you mind going to eat lunch with her at school?" And I said, "Okay, I'll go eat lunch with her." And it was my birthday. It just happened to be my birthday, and I went on my birthday, and we ate, and uh, we hung out. All the kids. I was sitting at the lunch table and everything, and yeah, man, they all the kids was happy. Giselle was happy, and yeah, man, that was my first one, and we helped Giselle get out of that situation. I haven't talked to them in a while, but I pray that Giselle is okay. I know she was doing better at that time, so that was good. But that's how it started, and then from there, man, I said, you know what, I'm gonna put something on Facebook. Anybody got any problems with bullying? Let me know. I want to help in some way. And then from there, some other parents start contacting me and letting me know about their issues, and then now the people just randomly hit me up all the time. Now, just out of the blue, just and it's crazy because it's people from Canada and somebody from Quebec and New York and Miami and California and everywhere, like everywhere you can think of, then hit me up about bullying.
Yeah, nah, that's something like that has to be applauded. And I think, like I said, a lot of times when people are talking about controversial things and things that really don't matter, like someone's a name on lists, right? They overlook the good that you do for the community. So when they talk about that stuff, like it makes no sense to me. I'm like, this individual that represents the city more than anybody else also does so many humanitarian and good deeds, from whether it's feeding the homeless or doing things for children that are being bullied.
I don't
That
want that to count though. That's not.
no. But I'm saying it has to be applied sometimes because and these activities never need to be like like I said, not you're not going to applaud yourself, but you do need somebody to be
And
like, yo, what
I'm
you're
gonna
doing
say
is
one
great.
thing on that. Like, and the reason I say that is because the only reason I'm talking about any of this stuff, only reason I posted things about um certain situations in life, and I try to use my platform more now, especially throughout the years, at least the last 5 years. I try to use my platform as a positive thing. Sometimes I post silly stuff, but uh, for the most part, it's either to make somebody laugh or to make somebody be like, "Oh wow," or to show somebody a positive side of life and how things are, in my world. And so when it comes to me I posted stuff about helping out the homeless and things like that. Those are things done to inspire people to go out and help. Not about, hey, look at what we're doing. It's more of just like, hey man, we can do it, y'all can do it. You know what I'm saying? If we did it, y'all go do it too. Now there's more people that can be helped if we do it together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all my stuff be about that. The bullying stuff is to bring bully awareness. When I post about bullying, it's about bully, like, hey man, we need to do something about kids getting bullied. It's getting bad out here, and we need to stick together, and we need to be aware of bullying. And so you need to talk to your kids about bullying, make sure they ain't bullying nobody, and you need to make sure that your kids ain't getting bullied. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's about awareness. Like when I do things like that, people tend to take it as I'm trying to chase clout or I'm trying to whatever, but it's more about inspiring people to be positive and do positive things in our world.
Yeah. And I feel
That's
that,
why I say I don't want it to count in music because it's about real life and that's about
yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm saying. So that's why I said that.
yeah. No, like I said, a lot of people just always focus on negativity, but they don't ever see how positive the message that somebody's actually carrying, right? Or the good that somebody actually does. And I think that it's just the music genre in general that it's very a negative space to be in. If you're in hip hop, there's people going at you, there's shootings, there's beefs and stuff. Now, talking about the genre, hip hop for the first time since its birth, it's in a decline, in a state of decline. Uh, are you considered? Are you considering jumping ship to country like everybody else?
Uh, what's crazy is, man, I told myself like,
Cowboy Kylie,
man,
you gonna get that?
probably like maybe like 4 years, maybe like 5, 6 years ago. I was like, you know, I can harmonize pretty good. I got a cool little voice. So I was like, man, if I can't rap no more, I would love to do some country stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just cause, but that would just be cause, to me, rapping, you can rap, it don't matter how old you are. But it seemed like more of a, especially nowadays, it seemed like a young man game now. You know what I'm saying? Like rapping. Like it seemed
Yeah.
like, for the 18-year-olds and shit. Like, you know, when we was coming up, we didn't care how old you was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Niggas ain't look at people and be like, damn, that dude too old to be rapping. You know what I'm saying? We never did that.
Yeah.
But now that's what that's how they look at you. And so what they think, like, old head, you old head. But it's like, nigga, I'll rap your motherfucking ass. And I'll hustle you, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, shit, can't be too old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing with you, which I admire, is we talk about the generational thing, right? Since '99, so you've been able to keep up with every generation. Now it's hard to do that, right? So you got to look at
Man,
people like
shit hard. Shit
LeBron
hard.
James, right? LeBron James has been in it for a minute.
Yeah.
Are you able to still bond with the younger generation that's coming up from San
Man,
Antonio?
dog, this shit. I was just talking to my boy Jose Hoffman about this the other day because we locked in with this new young artist named Fo Mob. I believe Fo Mob is 18 years old, I believe. And then my other boy Izzy 93, and we locked in with his guy Cali, and then Cali, he is a manager of another artist, and I think he 18 years old. And then Izzy, I'm not sure how old Izzy is. I think Izzy might be 22, 23, I think. But Izzy, and he's 22, 23. And man, all three of these guys, then like, hey, bro, like, we want to do something with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, what? I'm in my head. I'm telling them, hell yeah, let's do something. You know what I'm saying? Let's figure it out. Let's do it. But in my head, I'm like, dog, this crazy, bro. Like, these youngsters, like, they want to fuck with me on music. Like, it's crazy to me. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's just like, I feel like, damn, bro, like, you really been out here. You been out here, dog. And people see it and they respect it. You know what I'm saying? And they respect it, like, for real, for real. So, I appreciate that shit. And to answer your question, like, bro, yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's like almost getting to the point where I'm in the place to do songs with younger artists, and I'm like, should I? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm getting older, and it's like, should I be rapping with younger artists? You know what I'm saying?
You say that because is it hard? It's starting to become harder to relate to the younger crowd.
Kinda, because on my end, bro, I'm, shit, man, I got 3 daughters and a son, and that all under, 10 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like I want to make sure I'm saying the right shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure I'm talking the right way. I want to make sure I'm giving out the right message. And so yeah, it's starting to fuck with me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like really thinking about that. And my youngsters, buddy, shit, when I was young, I'm talking about popping ecstasy, and you know what I'm saying? So I know what it's like when you coming up. And so when you coming up, you experiencing life and you living. You know what I'm saying? And so we gonna do it because the cool thing about it, this is the thing that blew my mind the most, is because while I'm in the process of thinking like, damn, should I do it? They telling me, because a lot of my newer music, I'm trying to be more inspirational, because I'm like, shit, if you're gonna rap now, you gotta be more motivational, inspirational type shit, like inspire some niggas, just be some real shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, like my last song I just dropped with Young Mike, who's another youngster. Shout out to Young Mike. It's called Ulterior Motives. And so in that song, we spitting some real shit. And what's crazy is I got Mike on there talking some real shit. He ain't with no ignorant shit on there. He talking some real live shit. And so Fo Mob, he was like, bro, I want to do some shit like that. And so I'm like, man, so this is cool. So now I'm saying, you know what, I'm gonna make some inspirational music, because I'm at a OG age where I feel like I need to be like that. And now I got artists like Fo Mob who, like, bro, I want to do some shit like that. And so I'm like, damn, if I would have had that coming up, it could have helped my whole mind frame earlier. You know what I'm saying? But bro, he 18 years old, bro. He already like, bro, I want to do some real shit like you doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's like, bro, that's some magical shit. You know what I'm saying? Because this kid is like, he from the trenches, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he done been through it, dog. He fighting cases and all that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Ready, sip some drink and pop some perks and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he on.
Yeah.
But he heard some of my shit and he like, I'm trying to be on some real shit, bro. This shit here ain't for it ain't. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. Of course, he probably still gonna do some of his shit.
Yeah.
But it's already got his mind thinking. And so if we can get our youngsters to start really thinking, because that's the biggest problem. Ain't nobody thinking no more. They just snap, make a decision. Nigga, you need to, before you snap and make that decision, think about, okay, if I do this, what's gonna happen? If I do that, what's gonna happen? If I, you know what? Let me back on off that and go over here and not get myself locked up, or get myself in some bullshit. Let me get the fuck away from here.
Yeah.
Can we take a second and think, bro? You know what I'm saying? It ain't about pride. Take a deep breath, nigga. Stop being so goddamn emotional.
I'm glad you brought that up because to me, I feel that the OGs fail the guys that are coming up in every aspect of the game, whether it's the drug game, whether it's the rap game, because the OGs already crashed out. And instead of teaching the younger generation on what to avoid and how not to get themselves in that predicament, they want to see them go through that shit as well. They want to see them crash out. They want to see them do those mistakes. And instead of having an older perspective and saying, "Hey, all that shit you're doing right now, it ain't cool." Because I think people like start losing like the cool points, like, "Oh, this dude's out here preaching and stuff." So that's why sometimes I feel like they don't want to give out that positive message. So I'm glad that you're saying that you are out here trying to give out that positive message.
Real. That's why you gotta be real though. It can't just be a positive message. It's gotta be on some real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Honestly, man, there's a lot of youngsters that do right now touching on real life shit though. And those are the youngsters that's popping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you get, of course you got, the ones that be on the party and bullshit, you know what I'm saying? Which is it's cool, man. That's life. Live it. Nah, man, it's some youngsters out here that really done been through the mud, bro. And they out here expressing what they've been through, and people are really adapting. They're really accepting it because they going through it. You know what I'm saying? And they really relating to it because it's what they living. So it's life, man. And if only we could take these real situations that we going through, where we coming up in the hood or coming up in these in poverty, if we could take it and see everything that's bringing, and then look at ourselves and be like, do we really want to promote this to our kids? Do we want to promote the shit that we seeing and make it like it's cool when we know it's not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we gotta like really start thinking, bro. Because that's what we doing. We are taking all the crazy shit niggas do in the hood or do anywhere, from robbing, doing drugs, pimping women for money, whatever goes on. You know what I'm saying? We taking those things and we trying to say, hey, look, kids, this shit here is cool. But we ain't showing, but you could die. But we ain't showing, but you could go to jail for life. But we ain't showing none of that. We just gonna show the money and the cars and all the other bullshit that come with it. But we not gonna show what could happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta like be more realistic. That's how I feel. I want to make sure that we teaching our kids the consequences of life.
Yeah. I think it's very important, especially the older you get as an artist, that you do show that light of what can happen if you live a certain type of life. Because there's consequences to everything. And I think the younger generation is just so caught up with clout and getting likes and views that they forget that if they crash out, they're gone. They might be gone 20 years. They might die. But they think that they're doing it all to get views and likes. What are those views and likes going to do for you when you locked up or dead, you know?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I was telling somebody this the other day. The difference between, let's see, 2010, whenever Instagram started, because Facebook was really geared towards, older, like college, getting ready to get out of college. That's what Facebook, when it first came out, to my knowledge. Then when Instagram came out, it was like the kid thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And so all these kids jumped on there. Now, when they jumped on there, they started seeing people get a lot of likes. And from seeing people get a lot of likes, for some odd way, that represented like, oh, this person knows it all. This is the person I need to follow. This is the person I need to be like, just because they got a lot of likes. And so that's what's really hurting us the most.
It's just like the clout chasing.
Because guess what? You can have a goddamn 13-year-old that follow another 13-year-old, and just because that other 13-year-old got 1 million followers and get 50,000 likes on each post, now that other 13-year-old gonna follow that person and think they know it all. So they ain't gonna listen to their parents. This other 13-year-old is the one that's giving them all the advice. This other 13-year-old is the one that's telling them what they need to do in life. They ain't looking up to somebody older that done been through the shit, that they already know what's gonna happen if you do this. So, no, I'm gonna listen to the other motherfucker that's my age and just trying to figure out life just like me. But I'm gonna look at them like they know it all, just because they got a lot of likes.
Yeah.
That's what is fucking up the world, dog.
Yeah, I agree with you. There's this
because these kids are our future, bro.
Yeah, no, like right now, like the younger generation is getting applauded for doing just the stupidest of things. There's this streamer called Neon. He thought that Dubai was like the United States, where we allowed you to do whatever you want. They locked them up. They're about to lock them up for a year just for publicly recording, which is not allowed in Dubai. But we think that we could do whatever we want and anywhere that we go, and it's not like that. You know what I mean? So now imagine going to prison for a year because you wanted to secretly record in an amusement park where it wasn't allowed, but you thought, what wrong am I doing? No, other countries take their laws serious. But I wanted to ask you a few rapid questions really quick.
Let's do it.
Right. So corn or flour tortillas?
It depends, but I say corn.
Corn?
Yeah.
Okay. Best taco in San Antonio?
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that, man.
Best taco.
Sheesh.
If you had to tell an out-of-towner, this is where you need to go for the best taco, what are you picking?
Man, dog. And the reason I'm saying man, dog, is because you can damn near pull up to any taco truck you want. I would say just going over to you can go anywhere really, but you could just be riding down the street on Bandera and run into a dope taco truck that got the best tacos in the city. You know, that's what I'm saying.
It's a trick question, right?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, not saying everybody got the good tacos, but I mean it's pretty common.
Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I don't care about any other city in Texas and how they feel about this, but San Antonio, hands down, has the best breakfast tacos.
Yeah.
You could debate on the fajitas and all the other type of tacos, but when it comes to breakfast, we invented the bean and cheese taco. And I think that is probably the greatest creation San Antonio has ever made, was the bean and cheese, because we didn't have that in Laredo.
Really? That came from San Antonio?
I'm gonna say yes, and if I'm wrong, people let me know. But
Okay.
And we didn't have bean and cheese in Laredo.
Yeah, I ain't know shit about bean and cheese till I moved to San Antonio. So
Yeah, so
I love puffy tacos.
puffy tacos.
Like Henry's puffy tacos.
Yeah, Henry's right down the block, fam.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I like Henry's.
all right, Henny or tequila?
Oh, I'm a crown dude.
Oh crap!
My bad.
It's all good. All right, no, you gotta be honest. All right, this is the next one's gonna be controversial.
Okay.
Zero or Tupac?
I mean, Tupac, come on. When Zero came out, he was sounding like Tupac and Bone. So his inspiration had to be Pac. So I would say Tupac.
I complete.
But I love
I
love Zero, and he is Texas Tupac for sure. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
All right, next one. Tits or ass?
My wife's tits and ass.
That's a good answer. This is gonna be also hard to answer, right? Little trees or La Conecta?
La Conecta. What is little trees?
The little pines.
Oh, La Conecta, man.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you talking about the air freshener?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Come
sir.
on, bro. I got my own goddamn air freshener. What you mean? Hell yeah.
Backwoods or slapwoods?
I don't smoke that shit.
All right, good
Look,
answer.
I'm gonna explain it because maybe people need to know. Say, man, stop smoking goddamn tobacco with your weed, man. Yeah, that shit cool. It might be easier to roll. It might be easier to smoke. But stop smoking tobacco with your weed, man. Be smarter with your health. Smoke smarter. Smoke more healthier. Live longer. I suggest using these things called cyclones. Use the clear ones. And, yeah, you'll be smoking like a champ. You can get them on Amazon. Cyclones clear. I love the grape and blueberry.
Do we have that here? I don't know. I need to check.
Yeah, they very rare. People don't know.
Is it the
They don't
clear?
know. But
Like
when you
the
smoke,
clear
you smoke.
looking
Yeah,
paper?
it's marshmallow, so it's clear paper, but it should just burn right into the weed. You ain't got to worry about smoking tobacco. And
Okay.
risking getting cancer from smoking them tobacco papers because motherfuckers get addicted to the tobacco papers. Yeah, I'm talking country because we talking tobacco.
Tobacco. All right. Now this one again. I don't know if you mess with these products, but regular Coke or Mexican Coke?
We talking about soda, right?
Sir.
Let's see. I like Mexican Coke better.
Yeah, ain't nothing better than a medio litro
Yeah.
Coke, man. And then for everybody that's not blessed to be around Mexicans, man, you guys are missing out a lot because the chips and the sodas they hit harder, man.
Man,
Especially
somebody I seen this shit the other day. Somebody said, man, Kylie doesn't have nothing but Mexican fans. And I'm like, I'm in San Antonio, dickhead. What the fuck?
Hey, I hate to say it, but in any genre, you're going to have Mexican fans. I'm
Bro,
sorry. Like
man,
we
Mexican
are
fans
everywhere.
man,
We're everywhere.
I ain't gonna lie, Mexican fans are amazing. So I would just love to say, Latino community, man, all the love, like Jesus Christ, it is beautiful, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but I get love from everybody. I get love from white people, black people, Chinese, whoever, and I don't just get love in San Antonio. I get love all over, so it's cool. But yeah, man, I'm like, how you gonna be mad at me for having a lot of Mexican fans in San Antonio? That just makes no sense.
Nah, but I mean, Mexicans, Latinos, Hispanics, whatever you want to say, we are the biggest consumers of almost every product. Like, so we're the biggest consumers of hip hop.
Really?
Like we like like
Hey, that's true, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that's some true shit. It's really true because a lot of my shows when we do it, it's really even not even just in San Antonio, but anywhere, bro. Like even in Houston, like go to Houston, man. It's gonna be a lot of Mexicans that come out. They gonna show love. They're gonna be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like they gonna buy the tickets. They gonna be trying to get in for free. They gonna they gonna buy the merch. You know what I'm saying? Like dog, yes, bro. Like I really appreciate.
Yeah, now we go all out for events, man. We're gonna if there's merch, we're gonna buy the shirt.
Bro,
we're gonna buy the hat,
bro. They rocking with you, bro. That's love, bro. You know but I mean, honestly, man, a true fan gonna do that. But I really. I've seen it, but nah, I'm not mad at all. I actually told somebody the other day, I was like, an artist can literally go platinum in Texas, and more than half of them sales would be from Mexicans, bro.
Yeah. Like,
it would be. Because they really like, the thing of Mexicans rep they shit. You know what I'm saying? So when they get behind you, they know how to rep that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why Canelo can sell out stadiums and shit. And Bad Bunny, look at Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, he's Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. Bad Bunny, yes.
Yeah.
Peso Pluma is a Mexican, right? Peso Pluma. So right now, Peso Pluma is probably like the biggest artist.
And he from here, right?
No, I think he's from the Valley, right? No, California. Peso Pluma. El Paso.
El Paso.
I'm not. I'm not too sure, man. But I know that in the Valley they have that group. What's it called? That group that's bando right now. You know, Frontera.
Bro,
Grupo
that's
Frontera.
why. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. These days, the biggest concerts I'm seeing is from Mexican artists
Yeah.
with the Mexican fans. Those are the biggest shows that I've been seeing, bro. Like Bad Bunny, he going on a goddamn run right now. That shit crazy. I am like, goddamn, this motherfucker. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what happened in these last few years. And again, I'm gonna say it's because of the decline of hip hop in the
Probably.
because it's
That's why they out here
country.
dissing everybody,
It's country now, and it's Mexicana regional, right?
bro.
So it's regional Mexican music and country music, and then hip hop's like at a third, which it never has. Hip hop's always been number one.
Wow.
So Santa Fe Clan is also popping. So
What is that?
I think they're from the West
Oh,
Coast,
that's a band.
right? It's from Mexico. Okay, so they're from Mexico. So see, me like I'm out of touch with so much hip hop because I don't listen to hip hop no more.
Yeah.
Like I can't relate to it. But I do know that right now there's been a huge surge of love for the Mexican culture within music, within everything. It's like for the longest time we were like overlooked and stuff, and now it's like people are showing us mad love. So I really like being
Bro.
in this age right now, man. That's why the only reason we're able to pop off with La Conecta, fam, because I thought like nobody was gonna buy this shit because I call it cagapalo culture because we're from Laredo, so like the type of Mexicans that are in the Valley and Laredo, like we're a little bit more aggressive, fam.
Yeah.
So like, and then we talk very different. So a lot of the times is we don't have a voice for our type of culture, like because there's multiple cultures within the Mexican community.
Yeah.
Like you have your cholos, you have your Chicanos, and then what I say is I call the Cagapalos or like the Texas Mexicans, and we're completely different. And then you have your Houston Mexicans, and then they're different. So like you got your Dallas Mexicans, and they're a little bit different. So I think like for the longest time that people didn't understand that there's like different type
Yeah.
of Mexicans.
Shit,
man.
I'm tripping over here. Now I knew about Texas and Cali,
Yeah.
but I didn't know in Texas is different.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because you listen to like the way that that Mexican OT talks.
Yeah.
He talks like he's from Houston.
Yeah.
Right. And then you go to the Valley, and there's and the way that we talk there is a little bit different. So every aspect of is different because you
That's
got
more like San Antonio.
yeah, because you got your paisas too, and your paisas are speaking Spanish, and then some of them speak proper Spanish, some of them Spanglish. So it's
Dang,
like I said, it's just so many subcultures within the culture, man. But
a headache.
I had Bert tell us when we were gonna wrap up. So again, I want to really thank you and appreciate you for coming and doing this. Again, this is my first interview, so I might have been a little stiff or whatever, but I really appreciate you doing this. And like I said, in my book, when they say like who's the GOAT, you don't have to say it. I'm gonna say it. It's gonna be King Kylie. All the time, and I'm not saying that nobody at one point might surpass him. It's just like
I think the GOAT Tupac. So I feel.
But do you know what I mean? So
I feel.
right now in the city, I said I believe everybody needs to start giving you your flowers and your proper due and your proper respect. But I really appreciate you again. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate you having me.